Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Season 2 Grand Finals of the North American Challenger League. I am Reed Rapid Melton. Joining me once again is Daniel Egad Caruso. We're about to hop in to not the deciding game number 3, because it's a best-of-5 series to decide who goes home with, is it Team $8,000, or are LMQ going to Lomo their way to victory?
Will they make it rain donger bills? We'll find out. But after that last game, LMQ showing that they learned. They do not rush Baron at 18 minutes.
Yeah.
They control Dragon objectives. They push early turrets. They had a 4-man push down bot. They counter jungle Porpoise Pops. Really messed up his whole early style. We'll see what a teammate has to respond. If they want to look out for something like that, if they want to plan their own invasion, we'll see. Bans coming on through. We're going to see the Riven again. We're going to see the Kale again. Cali Trolls. I don't think he's going to see that anymore the rest of the set.
Cali Trolls is never going to get Kale, but you have to think about the Nidalee pick. Like, they let that one through, and they got Lulu, and sure, Slushy's Lulu
it was okay.
Was
it wasn't bad.
Huge. But giving Nidalee away, it's a great champion for Zhao Weizhao, and it's a great champion, more importantly, for California Trolls. LMQ, I got to think that you're going to have to ban Lulu and then force them to pick it again. Otherwise, you get, I think, too much
This is the 50-50. Lulu ban or Nidalee ban? What are they going to do for Team 8?
I think you got to go to Lulu.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the Lulu ban coming out for Team 8 makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, Nidalee, yeah, no questions asked. First pick there. But the Rise, does California Troll play it? And that's a silly question because he plays
I think he's going to wait for the
anything.
matchup he's going to pick it into. But that could free it up to LMQ because I'm pretty sure Ackerman doesn't care what he goes into with that one. Even if it was a Shyvana, even if you get counterpicked with an Aatrox, you could lane swap. Aatrox is a really, really good response to Rise, but Cali was forced into picking that Shyvana, so.
And that's actually something that I forget who the teams were, but it was a bait that we saw earlier on in NACL. One team picked Rise, and they're just like, "Hey, just kidding, we're gonna grab an Aatrox and just dumpstered the Rise, no questions asked." But the other idea was a it was Ackerman. He picked Jarvan the Fourth into Vladimir top lane. So it's not quite the same idea, but it's how do you counter mage's top? And the idea is just super hard engage and crazy damage. So you can get that from maybe a Renekton. It was not banned in game number 2.
Yep.
It's open now. And with as much as Ackerman's played that, he played in Season 4 or Season 3 Worlds. So if it's good enough for then, it's good enough for now, and it will be picked away here for LMQ.
Meanwhile, Caitlyn and Elise were locked in instantly for the side of Team 8. Going to be looking for a phenomenal performance from Maple Street, who was wrecking that game. He was kiting as hard as he possibly could. Got really good peel from Lulu. Got some really good initiatives from Dodo, but in the end, it didn't work out. And just tried his best to carry. Elise comes in for Porpoise, so going for a very strong jungler around this time. His Vi got countered out, so that was a really, really good invade from LMQ early on. Ziggs is a phenomenal pick to pick up in the mid lane. Can deal with the poke, that Nidalee can do. He can dodge away. He has satchels to get away from ganks. Has mines to clear out waves and bouncy bombs galore with the Super Mega Death Bomb, if anything. Oh my god, it's Super Mega Inferno Bomb. I keep mixing Jinx and the Jinx combo with Ziggs.
They both have big explosions.
They're really good
they
combined
both have
together.
Huge smiles on their faces.
Yeah.
So very similar, but at the same time, the Ziggs, I feel like it's good, but it kind of suffers from maybe like Varus syndrome, where you're not super mobile unless you can throw down a clutch satchel charge like right in the middle of a fight and get away. So you do have the poke to stay at a very far distance, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, he's going up against the Nidalee. So it's going to be a battle of the poke wars in the mid, but there's the Rise question out there. Do you go back for it? I feel like it's great for California Trolls. He loves playing teleport top laners. Rise works very well with that. And he also knows he's going into a Renekton matchup, which is a matchup that Rise does very, very well in.
But what he doesn't do very well against is 2v1s.
Yeah.
So you always have to keep a mind out for that. And with that, it'll be Pantheon Annie. That Pantheon pick makes Rise a pick of nightmares. You do not want to get dove early. You're going to obviously be starting for the Sapphire Crystal. You want that early rush into a tier. And that's something Pantheon could easily bully you for, and Renekton, could dive you if anything. So we'll see. I think he wants to go for a tanky top. Rise, I feel like his late game tankiness is phenomenal.
Okay, it's not
top
Urgot.
That'd be cool.
Top got.
Hey.
I saw Zion Spartan playing that the other day.
You got a slow, you got a shield, you got a lot of good long range poke.
And then you got the Urgot, and then you realize it's probably not that.
Hey, you have the position reversal, okay?
I want to see Vladimir here, just because it's sort of that same sort of top lane mage kind of idea, but you have a little bit more defenses in the form of some invulnerability in the pool.
That sets up for triple AP though, and then it's like 3 Banshees Veils,
and especially against the Renekton, if you don't have enough just straight up persistent damage to chunk through that, He's just going to be
The Donger?
godlike.
The Donger. Shen. All right, so it's going to be Shen making a rise from the depths of the tier list.
Now, Shen theoretically is a good pick against Renekton.
I wonder if you'll build it like Quas and go for like Trinity Force, a little bit of
super
extra
aggro
damage.
Shen.
Yeah, Zephyr, just go for all the auto attack resets with the Qs on top of that, and we'll see.
Well, these are our final team lineups. So we've got the Shen Power coming in here. I'm starting to wonder, is there a champion that California trolls that doesn't play? The other kind of surprise is that after Rise had such a huge game in game number 2, not picked here in game 3. So Shen versus Renekton up there. Very aggressive junglers from both sides. Pantheon kind of untouched, but with the Elise in there having suffered a few nerfs, we'll have to see if that comfort pick for California or for Porpoise Pops does make that difference.
Yeah, but with that, we have to go into a quick commercial break. But before that, we can check out the sponsors down below, all 4 of them. Loot Crate, $13.37 a month, which we can actually demonstrate.
I literally reached into my wallet, and I picked out $13. Couldn't find 37 cents in there, because who keeps change in their wallets anymore? So I did find enough money. I can take this, I can go to lootcrate.com, and I can shove it through my computer screen and buy a Loot Crate. It's just that easy.
Hey, while you're shoving your money into the computer screen, why not just go check out PhoenixCollection.com as well?
That's a great idea, Dan.
They have the latest and greatest in headsets, mice, keyboards, and mouse pads for your pleasure with your computer. So go check those out. And then, with only $5, you can sign up for a low class.
That's true, Dan. They're very cheap, very affordable. If you guys are looking to level up your game for a very affordable price, head over to lawclass.com. And there, some of your favorite Challenger and LCS pros can teach you how to play some of their favorite champions. It's a great sort of classroom settings. You get all of your questions and a bunch of other questions answered. You can do all that by heading over to lawclass.com. So head over there, stick around here. We'll be right back with game number 3 in this best of 5 grand finals matchup between LMQ, Tienza, iBUYPOWER, and Teammate as the NACL Season 2 playoffs continue right after this.
Enjoy the Monster Cat as well. All right, guys, welcome back here at Game 3 of the best of 5 between LMQ, TNC, iBUYPOWER taking on Team 8 here. It's exciting. I'm hype. You guys in chat are hype. I'm Egad. Joining me here is going to be Rapid Casting, and we're going to be on the Rift. And are you going to see any crazy invades again?
It's 2 out of 2 for invades from LMQ. And
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Team 8 did expect it. And
Yeah.
Great counterplay. Went out 3 for 1 in that level 1 exchange. So you got to know that they're expecting kind of the same thing. Now, game 1, they baited it out. They didn't go for this.
Ooh.
But walking into this workout for the trolls. Trade, but Ackerman will
He-
take one back Germaning off.
He has the Runic Shield Mastery, too, so that was 50.
Why? Wait, what? How do you take that mastery? That's like the worst mastery in the game. When you get the
30 seconds until minions spawn.
extra HP, and then you get traded out and go back to base, and it's like you missed that late game mastery point. So I don't know, man.
He didn't even win the trade either, which is weird, despite having that extra little bit of a shield.
Ackerman that had that?
No, it was California.
Yeah, that's even more confusing because I feel like
Stacking with Feint, level 1? Yeah?
maybe fuel for maybe a cheesy invade where you need that 50 burst AP, but you get it every time you revive.
Minions have
You
spawned.
also have to die a lot, so.
Yeah.
A little bit rough, but let's talk about the level 1s. Previously, we've seen invades, and with a lot of lane swapping here, we're actually going to see the duo lane head top for Team 8, and they're looking at 2v1 Ackerman's Renekton.
Well, Rapid has been muted, and I guess we just figured that out. So, you guys in chat,
Hey, that's super cool. The great thing is that
we have to push a button every time we want to talk. Well, we have to push one button one time for the whole cast.
we make Dan push 2 buttons just so it's more difficult.
EGAD is here. I am a certified button pusher. I will
That's
push
true.
the button from here on out to make
And-
sure he is never muted again.
And all right. So Egad's got my back, I've got his, and we guys have you guys watching us today. All right, so intros notwithstanding, and man, was that ever a good intro. I'm going to have to save that one for a rainy day.
Oh, man.
Either way. All right, back to the matter at hand. We got Team 8 versus LMQ. Desperate segues are desperate. And moving into 2v1s, both top and bottom lane. Now, Ackerman, he's not even going top lane. He is jungle Renekton right now for all intents and purposes. It's going to take away the Wolf Camp, maybe get some help there from No Name as he comes down there.
Ooh.
Already a nice satchel charge there from Slushy, putting on this very heavy early game pressure.
But without the Ignite, it's kind of limiting his kill potential, so he's just looking for a lot of harass there. Both mid laners have barrier, so we're going to see the pressure coming in possibly for this blue buff here. They do notice that there was an invade, so this is going to be a 3v2. Can they find the smite for the steal? The ward over the wall. He flashes and gets the smite. Going to get the stun on top of Porpoise. He's forced to flash away. And with that, that'll be a successful securing of his own blue from LMQ's side for No Name.
LM Blue there.
LM
Of course, they're also on the blue side as well. And
Shockwave blue.
No Name just with the manliest flash smite, forcing the flash then out of Porpoise Pops. And man, a really good rotation from Team 8 to
Whoa.
capitalize on that. But okay, No Name just like leaped in there. He's like, no minion, you're not getting away from this one. Stunned him out, took him out, and now that's already the first big play from Team 8, who I feel are really more of a reactionary team, trying to make a big play, and well, it's Team 8 that react, or LMQ that react correctly.
All right, so that's going to be a bit of an interesting jungle now for Porpoise, who, with his steal failing, will have to just go around, clear out his camps, look for a possible gank. Down, Bobby, do you see a taunt connecting? Moore's going to eat 2 turret shots for that one. The Ignite comes out, but nothing else to follow up. He was just barely out of range of that turret. So really good job from Trolls. This is really, really old tactics for Shen. You put yourself in a 2v1, taunt the support underneath the turret, and then let them just, die from that.
And as a support that has the the second longest auto attack range in the game,
Yep.
you should really never be in taunt range when you're auto attacking the turret. But he was trying to aggressively position around the side. Didn't actually work out too well. Now California Trolls did blow his Ignite off of that, so that's a lot of the pressure. But still, the taunt's there. And like you said, that is one of the reasons that Shen is so good at defending turrets.
What's funny was, No Name, he's got nothing really to worry about in the jungle. The buffs are gone. So he sits up top, lets Ackerman go back. Oh, Cocoon connects in the mid lane. Satchel charge perfectly placed, knocking him back. Gonna see the flash over the wall. The auto attack chases him. The repel over the wall. The venomous bite. Soon 3, 2, 1 comes in, and first blood for Porpoise Deluxe.
He's not Porpoise medium. He's not Porpoise large. he supersized himself for this game, and he will
Oh,
get
slicing
that
and dicing
kill.
in. The Flay comes in to stop the stun from No Name on that Pantheon. That is a really hard outplay to actually do, but a good net as well to secure the distance away from them too, from Maple Street, but really good play from Dodo 8 to flay them back.
Yeah, flays and plays in that top lane. Notwithstanding, it's going to be a 2v2, but it's double bruiser.
he just keeps
No Name keeps
jumping
doing
in.
that. He's got a blue buff, and what that does is it refreshes his Aegis power. So
Another stun comes in from the slice and dice, another good flay to disengage, and LMQ's top lane up here having a bit of a rough time.
And I feel like if you pick any other support, that lane just dies super hard to get to the double bruiser pressure. But with a Flay able to stop those gap closers, just keeps Maple Street safe and sound. And once again, like we said, the battle, Lomos versus Lomo Street, it's tied up at 1-1, and it's a best of 5, so this will not be the last game of the evening.
No, it will not. That's going to be so exciting for what we have in store for you guys. Flay comes through, but he dices away. And we do see No Name finally leaving him alone up there. Meanwhile, we didn't really talk about it. The bot tier 1 did go down for that Vasily pressure and more. Going to see the ward come out. Cocoon does not connect. More does dodge away. And they will back on out of that one. But I think it's about time, you know, Porpoise showed some love to California Trolls and helped him out with that pressure in the lane that he's been taking. He'll back on off. Wei Zhao getting some auto attacks in his face. And, you know, the Ziggs Nidalee matchup, it's going pretty well for Slushie here. He pops the ultimate, clears out the wave, and looks like he's going to be trying to back off here. But Dragon gets pinged out. It looks like No Name feels confident enough that LMQ can actually do it. Or possibly bait it.
Yeah, the bait would probably be a better option, but with No Name pressuring the bottom, the turret's down, so there's nowhere to retreat if you go for maybe a contest there. With mid-turret being pressured there by Slushie, it's actually a little bit far up there. You won't be able to rotate down to that dragon in time, but it does look like No Name will be backing off. And I think that's the smart play for a couple reasons. A, you don't want those big 50-50 smites, and B, the Nidalee spears are good, but with that minefield, it's just so much more zone potential from Slushie.
Also C because it was pink warded, so they had to kind of clear that one out. And teammate would have saw them try to, you know, initiate that. The first backs, or the second backs actually coming out here from the mid lane. It's going to be Slushie going back there, picking up, you know, oh, he didn't go back yet. Never mind, just kidding, he stopped. So he's going to be relying on that Chalice, and he will actually let Porpoise get his blue buff because he is behind in that jungle, maybe? No, he's heading over to get it. All right, so the selfless jungle coming in for Porpoise there.
All right, so yeah, definitely helping him out there, and now with a blue buff, Slushie should be pretty good there in the mid lane as far as wave clear is concerned. Just pushing it on out. Zhao Wei Zhao, he's got himself all the way up to that level 6, which is the big sort of safety spike. It's not a power spike, I guess it is, but it also means that it's so hard to catch that post-6 Nidalee. And now Roman back to the mid lane.
Oh, that spear hit.
Spear hits on a Maple Street.
What are you doing there, Maple Street? He didn't get a turret up top. So I guess they're going to look for an early rotation for him to try to secure this mid turret while, you know, Nidalee's spears are still weak and abuse the blue buff? Or is he just going to head towards bot? It looks like he's heading towards bot or dragon. I'm not sure what this rotation is, but No Name shows himself as well. So Flash Giant comes in. They stack it onto Ackerman. The Stand United comes in from Slushie as well. There will be the mines, the bouncing bombs, and No Name gets chunked by that fight and will be forced to disengage.
Maple's only level 5. He doesn't have Ace in the hole, so he wasn't able to follow up there, maybe pick up a kill onto No Name. They were able to snipe him out between his teammates, but now it's actually Team 8 that are going for the first dragon of the game. The culling to come out. They're just going to body block that, send California Trolls in there. It should be a relatively free dragon, and yeah, it's actually Maple.
Got it. The Ardent Blaze hit at the same time too, so that actually was a very close steal for Vasily there. Almost getting it, but with that, now Team 8 have established their map control. They're swinging around the map trying to secure the objectives, and they did get one in the dragon. Ackerman kind of leaving that top lane alone, not getting the solo farm he could be getting, looking to stop this 4-man push from the mid lane of Team 8. And with that, this turret in the mid lane, this is the most important turret in the earlier stages of the game. That tier 1 will go down.
So all of a sudden, LMQ, they had aggressive positioning bottom. Same thing for the mid lane.
Nice Lancer.
Ooh, man.
The man drop. Going in, gonna force the flash out. He gets the death sentence. Oh, and he lands, flaying him to the turret. Gonna take him down. Dodo Wait gets the kills with the plays on the flays. We do see now California Trolls on the backline repelling forward. They flash stun, getting more down. Looking for more. Can they find anything else? The snipe goes in at the facility, chunks him down about 300 HP. They will have to disengage from LMQ side. They find a 2 for none. Beautiful play from Dodo.
2 for none, but 2 for none in global objectives as well.
Oh,
Dragon
man.
and a mid-turret. Can they take tier 2 off of this?
At 9 minutes?
This is a little
Death
bit
sentence
ambitious.
connects. Ackerman hits 6, gets cocooned up there. Taunt does not connect though, so they will just keep applying some pressure to that turret, auto-attacking it down. Satchel charge comes through. Repel comes out. Gonna go into Wraiths and back on off there. Dodaway a little low. Does not want to get sliced and diced on.
Oh my gosh.
Ackerman does have dominance, so has to be very careful with how he plays this one. Color the Meek to heal off. Not going to slice and dice in. Okay, so he will be able to get away. Slushie 8, you know, playing a little risky.
Team 8 explode, and out of nowhere with a 3,000 gold advantage off of 2 kills, 2 objectives. It's actually 3 kills out there. Man, I don't know from whence this comes, but good sweet lord, they've got some follow-up. And really, we saw that in game number 1. What really wound up winning them that is just follow-up off of trying to make picks and then having each other's backs. And in that team fight, it was just like, all right, we're going to just go slowly for one objective right after another. And the outplay from Dodo on No Name's engage was just ridiculous. It's like, you're going to jump right here. Grabs him, plays him into the turret, and that sets up for 2 kills for Team 8. And, you know, Team $8,000, it's looking good here coming into at least the early part of the game. But as we've seen from both games so far this series, they're going the distance.
All right, so the push gets held off in this mid lane. The tier 1 turret does still survive and stand for a little while longer. It's a 2.7k. We'll call it 3k just for, you know, my stake. It'll be a 3,000 gold lead for Team 8. California Trolls going to get the gank in here from Porpoise Pops. Does not connect the taunt. A good slice of dice and a flash coming out before that cocoon connects. Ackerman is able to survive that one just barely. Has Dominus, has Pantheon around too with a man drop, so might try to bait this fight out.
With Slice, Dice, and the Flash, I'm not sure how many ranges worth of Teemos that is, but to blow all 3 of those gap closers to escape, 700 Teemos. Probably actually more than that.
Yeah.
But either way, Ackerman got ganked super hard. Now without a Flash.
Oh, man drop. Starts. Couldn't channel it through. California Troll's going to taunt away, slicing and dicing and not able to catch up there, but the spear connects us a bunch of damage. He's going to get stun locked down there. His Pounce takedown will find the kill. Yeah, Porpoise comes from the side. He's like,
Porpoise stayed for the counter gank. He read the gank coming in from No Name, but he was just out of position. And got to give shout outs to Zhao, who came in right from behind. I was like, all right, 2v1, it's not enough to kill him. And then all of a sudden, a spear comes out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, wait.
That spear was crucial. It had to hit, or he possibly could have survived and got a counter gank himself. Bomb comes in from Ziggs, though. Going to clear out the wave. There's a nice cocoon. We have Dodo wait on the side. There's the wow, the Cali ultimate comes through. Sand United comes out. Taunt goes in. Revenge for No Name's gank. Slicing and dicing away. Ackerman trying to get out. Has Dominus available still, but I think he'll just back off. They'll go for a turret push. Cocoon comes out. Hits a minion. But with that, they get the counter kill, make it a 1-for-1.
And
the revenge.
This is just the value I'm talking about. And also what I was talking about the reactiveness of Team 8. They're just like, ace in the hole, we'll chunk out Zhao, but Team 8, they're less a playmaking team. And
oh no, Flash Stun comes in. He will be flashing away, though. Can he kite away is the question. Ackerman looking for something, some good bombs from Slushie Spear. Looking coming from Wei Xiao. Oh, it hits! Threading the needle.
Through the minions.
Ackerman gets caught out, though. Cocoon comes through. There's a Venomous Bite. He pops Dominus to try to survive. Exhaust comes through. Wait, Vasily is there. Ackerman going to not survive through that one. Venomous Bite comes out. He repels onto the wolves. Everybody running away. Taunt comes out, only hitting No Name. Spiderling, Cocoon not connecting. Death Sentence does connect, though. Will they find the kill? Vasily's just laying into Trolls. He's going to get flashed on. It will be No Name with the spear to take down the kill. Meanwhile, Tibbers coming out. You know where it is, Porpoise, and it will find the kill onto him and the shutdown as he now becomes a 4-1. At least Death Sentence through the wall, but Dodo 8 not going to go in on that one. And just like that, they turn around that fight for LMQ.
Off of Maple getting caught and actually surviving for the longest time. How Vasily just, I don't know if he like told the minions to duck or something, but he's just like, chill out, I got this. Throws the javelin in there.
He curved that javelin.
He did. He's like Zhao confirmed for Angelina Jolie. Just curves the bullet, curves the spear.
Zhao
right around the corner of those minions. Finds the kill onto Maple Street. And from there on out, it was all downhill from Team 8. And while Team 8,
the minions.
I don't know. I can't do that, Dan.
Why can't we do these things?
Well,
we're not Wei Xiao, obviously.
It's true. we're not Zhao Wei Xiao by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know too many people that are, man. That guy makes Nidalee look good. And you got to know California Trolls is looking on. He's like, yeah, that's my girl, but at the same time, she's on the enemy team. So he's kind of, you know, a single tier, having his own champion turn against him.
Pretty sure Inox would feel the same too, you know? Inox was a big innovator of the top lane Nidalee too.
Inoxivator?
Inoxivator. I like that
one.
one.
Now he's doing that innovating in LCS, so Kids that grow up so fast these days.
All right, but now Dragon can get started up here, possibly while Moore takes a bunch of damage. Bouncy Bomb, Mega Bomb comes in, and Slushie over the wall, hit every CC, and picks up the kill on Moore. Holy cow.
That almost as impressive as those spears through the minions. And now it's going to be another Dragon here for Team 8. They'll take that one down, and now they have a 2-0 Dragon advantage against LMQ, who they've been kind of well known for just giving up dragons over and over and over again, but it kind of can come out to bite them because LMQ, they'll do fancy rotations.
Yeah.
They'll take down turrets, and then they'll be even in gold because they've given up 3 dragons.
Yep. So, all right, both these mid laners are playing out of their minds this game especially. Spears connecting, bombs over the wall, continually connecting and chaining together. You saw him actually throw the Shatchel charge too early and knocked her into the mines and then hit that bomb into the ultimate. I'm baffled at how good these players are playing at this point. It's just such high level. These are the games I love to
And
cast.
in case you guys have never watched Challenger Esports before, it's
sometimes
pretty good.
It's sometimes sloppy, but then people go on fire when they need to.
Exactly. These are the kind of crazy plays that maybe if you're playing in like a super high class professional. Oh man.
All right, so he's gonna give a position there. Will he get caught out? No, okay.
He's in a 2v1.
He's safe. He's okay.
He's got the culling if he needs to clear out that wave.
No Sivir and Decale action gonna happen here.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch that. If somebody wants to like Reddit that, that's some free karma right there. Some impressive plays all game long from Team 8 and LMQ alike. And this time, I feel like I'm just like this little human, and I'm looking up high to the halls of Valhalla, and there are these two like great like Norse gods just dueling it out, and I just feel so small watching some of the Titans of League of Legends just battle it out.
Well, technically they're giants.
Well, and also the Titans kind of killed the gods too, so gotta get our lore straight here. Both League of Legends inside and out. So.
I didn't sign up for Mythology 101, okay? I signed up to cast League of Legends.
And you know what? That's what we're doing.
Yes.
All right. It's good to be here. EGAT and the rest of the NACL guys and all of you fabulous people. I looked at the number of people watching. I was like, huh, that's pretty cool to see so much support for the Challenger scene because especially for Team 8. Maple Street actually posted on the NACL discussion Reddit thread for tonight's games, and he said, look, it's great to be able to play in tournaments like this, but there's real life too, and it's incredibly pressing for guys like California Trolls, who has a lot going on in his real life as well as here in NACL. So you got to be good at balancing everything out there, and coming into this game, this is possibly it for Team 8. They have a timer on their time here in competitive esports, and they're looking to make it count.
All right, and with this game, they're playing fabulously. We're going to see Vasily get poked out. Ace in the hole comes through, but Moore will block that one up. Porpoise pops coming from the side. Porpoise Deluxe, aptly named, forcing a flash out with his cocoon. He flashes forward, gets slow with the red buff. Meanwhile, it looks like Vasily will go back to the safety of that turret. Up top, Ackerman has found a bit of a level advantage against his opponent there in California Trolls. It's gone, but they're looking for a dive demand drop coming through. Wei Zhao's coming up too, so that, yeah, like you said, the turret is going to be falling down there. 3-man push pretty much guarantees that one. Where is Slushie at this point? He actually went back to base, so that gave Wei Zhao some time to roam. Builds coming through. He's got a death cap already too, and Wei Zhao should have his very soon as well.
But impressively to note, that's a 30 CS advantage for Slushie in the mid lane. He's an entire death cap ahead of Zhao Wei Zhao. Now, granted, Nidalee's got a ton of gold in their pockets, but doesn't he have pockets? I don't know. We'll answer that question a whole lot more. Either way, Bush coming down
for a possible
bottom.
dive. Shen ultimate comes through, but Tibbers blocks it. Perfect Tibbers coming from Moore, but he's going to get Flash Blade into the box. Porpoise Deluxe gets the kill. They find a taunt into Vasily. California Trolls going to damage him and force him out. Meanwhile, Slushie gets caught out. Does a bunch of damage. Oh, can he find the 2v1? He bounces. He flashes into the bouncing bomb. Ackerman now going to get kited away. Slushie, can he find the 2v1 kill? Looking for the bouncing bomb. Getting chased down the dominance damage, and Ignite will find the kill. What a play. 2v1. He finds the kill. Oh my, that flash from No Name mind gamed out there. But all right, they find 2 turrets in the bot lane as well. The kill from teammate side while Slushie draws attention of 2. That Spiderling saves some damage from Porpoise Pops. They'll back out. They'll go towards that Dragon Pit, ward it up, and just completely disengage from that fight. But holy cow. Oh, wait. Not done yet. Spear hits. Porpoise. Gonna have to run away. Gonna have to use some body blocking from Maple Street. All right, that's a little bad. Gotta take the Lantern and net away. And the chase continues. You know, Wei Zhao loves to do these long, drawn-out chases and throw spears. Oh, connects! 3 for 3 so far in this chase.
Goong, is that you? I don't know if Faker's kind of jumped inside Zhao Wei Zhao's body.
Oh, it's not done yet. Oh, spear, spear. It hits!
Oh, Dodo.
Wei Zhao with the snipe.
Living up to his name, going extinct.
4 for 4 in that chase.
Zhao Wei Zhao's just, both mid laners, let's just be real, playing out of their minds. Zhao Wei Zhao starts it off, he's like, it's like the mid laners playing a horse. They're just like, all right, try to do this. And he threads a spear right through the minions. And then Slushy's just like, let me just like double bomb kill you over the Dragon Ball. And Zhao Wei Zhao's just like, all right, I got something. Chases is down. Slushy's got 2v1s up in the top lanes. Just slugfest right now. And Teammate actually are coming out ahead on all of this. They have more.
Oh, the Cocoon does not connect. Does connect into more, though. Going to be the bomb from Ziggs as well. The man dropped the counter, engage this one. He's going to be coming in, going in on top of Porps. Summons him up. Repel comes out. When's he to go onto the Lantern? Got to click it, takes it down. Guess the shield survives. And with Slushy coming in, they're going to force him to disengage. These fights are so close. Cuddling coming through. The Tibbers lands on a Maple Street. He gets stunned up and crit. No Name will find the kill. Tibbers leading the charge. And spears galore from Wei Zhao. And with that, they're still tussling up top. With the Sunfire Capes, Vorpal Blades sustained. They're just going to be striking each other back and forth there. Dragon up in 30 seconds. So going to give more some time to heal with Vasilian shot.
Dragon's up in like 5 seconds.
30. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. I can't read the timer. It's too small for me.
It's basically the same number. But either way, it's a big objective that Team 8 actually may be in a better position to do. Now, granted, Zhao Wei Zhao's got javelins traveling, because they're javelins, they're not spears.
Oh, all right. So if he can steal Dragon with this javelin.
Now, there's a Spiderling there that took the spear for him.
That is the hero ling.
You got to give credit to Porpoise Pops. All right, he did take a spear there. But against champions like Blitzcrank, like Nidalee, having those Spiderlings to sort of take one for the team, it's a really great addition to have.
Yeah.
Heimerdinger also does that for turrets. You can just lay one down. Zyra plants, always good ideas to have.
All right, so Team 8 get their 3rd Dragon of the game and have a nice control of that objective. Doing a good job in that one. Little bit of a misstep up forward from Maple Street, getting caught out with the Tippers, getting caught up with the stun from Pantheon too. And we'll see if he learns from that. 0-0-2 still. Vasily has been farming up at 200 CS at 22 minutes, opposed to the 166 from Maple Street.
And then you just look back to that mid lane matchup, and it's actually a
wow, Slushy.
213 there for Slushy over top of the 177 there. Zhao Wei Zhao is getting out-farmed by Slushy, is getting outplayed by Slushy, and really both mid laners, though, are just having gigantic games so far.
Outplaying everybody, going back and forth here. These teams so good. But with this, they still have the 3,000 gold lead. They're still 1 kill in the favor of Team 8. They have 1 turret as well, so just doing a fascinating job of keeping that lead slowly but surely. LMQ will have crept back up. They've been finding some kills here and there. They're trying to push out tier 2s, but it's proving to be very hard. Ziggs, from what we've seen in NACL, Challenger scene, LCS, everything, just is that force that pretty much negates any kind of push you want to do.
Yeah, Sivir kind of does the same thing. We've seen several Sivir Ziggs comps that are just based on holding out those minion waves. And no Sivir here, but kind of the same thing.
Yeah, right. Anybody with AoE, pretty much.
That's true, and there are a lot of AD carries that can do that. Ziggs, as the AP carry, kind of holds the title for doing that. You know, something interesting to notice, Twisted Fate, also a great wave clearer.
Yeah.
But you probably won't see him out there. I know Reginald's been playing a lot of Twisted Fate recently.
I miss Twisted Fate.
I miss just Reginald playing Twisted Fate in LCS. He has been back, and he's been stacking up some good kills. We'll see if he can maybe bring Twisted Fate.
The blue card salute coming in.
They changed Lichbane, so it's better, right? Oh, just kidding.
They nerfed it. But hey, they gave him that innate buff, that subtle buff that makes it pay off for a whole item being
not going to happen. Lichbane also a big item for Slushy. He might pick that up, but it would be as maybe like a last item. And to be honest, as value as defensive items are considered so far in this series, I'm expecting like a Banshee's Veil and a Zhonya's double defensive items there for Slushy.
Okay, Cocoon doesn't connect. That Cougar form out of the brush, a little too fast to predict there. Okay, calming down. We're taking a deep breath. We're going to wait and see what they want to do next. They're going to clear out some wards, try to get some more jungle control here. I think, Cali Trolls, he didn't take teleport because obviously you have the Stand United to join the team fight. It's faster. It's not faster, but it's good. They're going to shield up whoever gets targeted down. They're going to leave him up top to deal with, Ackerman. But in a drawn-out trade, I think Ackerman should be able to destroy him. But with No Name coming here, too, that's going to force him to get away. Taunting over the wall, and doom. Over he goes.
All right, that was really just to keep the Shen split push from going down. Oh, and actually, they're man dropping in on this. Slushy's coming in from behind.
Flashes away.
Out.
They flash to chase him down as well. Spear's going to come through. Takedown on the Spear from Wei Zhao will pick up the kill. Slushy's there, but cannot save him in time, unfortunately. That'll be California Trolls going down more, though. Going to run into Porpoise Pops. Going to see the bomb come in from Ziggs as well. Connect, take him down to about 100 HP. Gets a heal from Nidalee, too, to survive and run away. So close.
All right, and yet so far, Moore makes it out not quite so lucky from California Trolls, who, even though he is so tanky, he's going to buy double Ruby Crystals. So definitely looking for that Spirit Visage, or not Spirit Visage, well, could be that, but most likely will be just the Banshee's Veil.
Could be a Frozen Mallet.
He does
Get the
have
pickaxe.
2 out of 3 components for a Frozen Mallet, EGAD, but...
I think you're right with the Banshee's Veil or Spirit Visage. Could be also Warmogs, too. We rarely see that item anymore, you know. Kind of teetered off, you know. Just get Randowins, get Banshees, and just stack the MR and Magic Resist.
Back from League of Warmogs, Warmogs took like 2 or 3 nerfs in a row. Now it only gives like 1,000 HP.
Just 1,000 flat, and then you get the percentage regen, too.
And, you know, regen's a cool stat to have, but it's just not on par with big teamfight changing items like Randuin's Omen, Sunfire Cape, and probably like, the Banshee's Veil too. Is just it's rough to fit a Warmogs in there nowadays. But you can see the pressure top lane's still consistent. That's the second time in a row that Zhao Wei Zhao's done that roam top and had the double pressure. 3-on-1. It's a nice way to stop a Shen, but he's not really playing versus champions. He's playing versus minions, trying to get those split pushes happen.
The PvE, man, coming into effect. Spear comes out. Spiderling's not taking the spear for the team there. Porpoise also dodges away. Farming up the jungle at this point. Looking for 3 items onto Maple Street. Looking for... He's actually ahead of Vasily, surprisingly enough. Maybe he hasn't bought in a while. Yeah, he's been farming that bot lane for a very long time. 260 CS to 220 up from Maple Street. So Vasily becoming that farming monster this game, trying to keep up, or actually going ahead of his mid laner in Wei Zhao, who's usually the CSing lead for his team.
And you know, it's nice to see Maple Street. He went into his hyperbolic time chamber, and he changed from Maple Street to being from Lobo Street, as, you know, it's sort of like, you know, be the enemy. It's like, you gotta know the enemy to, I just butchered the entire art of war right there, but you get the idea. He's been putting in a lot of time. I think he played League of Legends for like 18 hours, he tweeted the other day. That's a lot of commitment and a lot of dedication to coming in here and being the best for his team and teammate. They got one last shot to really prove that they have what it takes to take down their longtime challenger scene rivals here in LMQ.
And Dragon just coming up, looking for some more control here. This would be the 4th of the game going to them. If they can secure that one, or LMQ could try to find a fight for them. LMQ have made that gold deficit only go to about 2,000 at this point. Wei Zhao looking for spears. Cannot see any connecting just yet. Gonna look for a spear onto Dragon, try to steal it away. Throws it out, connects, but does not find it as Porpoise Pops blocks it. And with that, the 4th Dragon of the game goes to Team 8. But will there be a team fight? No, there will not. There'll be a Tier 2 push.
And that
go down
Tier
in the
2
mid lane.
turret's really good for LMQ. They finally managed to trade objectives instead of just giving one dragon after another to Team 8. That's 4 dragons in a row, and that does add up into gold. You can see even though the turrets are now even, the gold count is not that 3K gold lead coming just straight from those turrets. All right, 2.5K.
Oh, he just failed the taunt over the wall. They're going to dash in on him. Vasily comes through as soon as he sees that fail. Gonna see what he can do. Stand United comes through a spear from downtown for Wei Zhao. We'll take that kill and make him unstoppable. And will that be Baron? That is also Stand United down for when he respawns too. That's huge if they make a team fight happen.
I want to see maybe a change to Shen where if he doesn't complete his channel, then there's a lower cooldown or something.
Have it, like teleport? Like
I don't think that'd be very fair, but still, like you said, he's not going to be able to get back to the team fight. If he had just sacrificed his life, he'd be able to respawn and teleport in. But now, it's actually more that, over the wall. No Name's going to jump in.
Man drop comes through. Tibbers going to be flash over for more here. They're going to focus a lot of damage onto Dodo8, who McHale's and flashes himself to get out of there. Still, Baron buff was disengaged. They do hold off on that from LMQ's side. Spears almost connecting in there from Wei Zhao. Tibbers, you know, scouting it out. Going like, hey, Annie, they're over here. And then teleporting back to his Annie.
Yeah, Tibbers, he's got Immolation or Teleport. He's not a Waller, so at least there's none of that. Nivea is the only one with that
He can block stuff.
That
he can body
true.
mount.
So
he blocks
maybe
spears,
a little bit of that. I'm playing slightly. I've been reaping too many souls lately, so I'm just trying to. I don't know. It's on my brain. Here we're playing League of Legends now, and it's not quite the same idea. But was a very, very good catch attempt. I mean, I feel like the idea was good, but it pushed LMQ kind of pushed themselves off of Baron. And
yeah, they were like, all right, we found Dodo, let's pick him off. But only Moore and, you know, No Name went out to him, so he was able to just flash away.
All right, so take 2 at warding Baron. This time it goes a little bit better for Dodo. Won't have that flash for turn number 2 if LMQ do decide to go back to that Dragon, or the Baron, rather. Dragons, rather, have been so consistent for Team 8. They've just used those as sort of their insurance plan. They're like, all right, we may lose out team fights or objectives, but we're always going to get that Dragon gold. They've done so successfully.
And with those Dragons, you know, you can see it coming into effect with the last Whisper. Last Whisper completed from Maple Street there. Meanwhile, there's a stun, a spear, everything going in onto California Trolls. Then you even connect the trap. The Lantern is there. He clicks it and gets out. No 3-man dive's going to kill him this time. With the help of his team, he successfully escapes and they'll steal some golems and possibly put more pressure onto this tier 2 as they have a 5-man group coming.
Coming around the corner, there are spears, or javelins, rather, coming out. Banshee's Veil is broken there by the Caitlyn trap, but oh
That's
man.
huge.
Yeah, Slushy is not in a happy place right now.
He even used the Satchel Charge too to escape the next spear coming through. But
That's probably second tier turret off at just 1 spear.
Yeah, that's the inevitability we talked about, but they will throw out the bomb. There's a nice cocoon onto Renekton there. They will get some damage in. Taunt connects to Ace in the Hole comes out. There will be a block in there from Vasily. Not the best target, but there will be the box and the flays to disengage. But Dodo 8 gets chunked away. The culling comes out. Vasily finds 1. There's a cocoon onto him. He tanks the turret. There's a man drop behind lines. While in the meantime, Ackerman taking up everything, helping them pick up the kills. The taunt comes through from California Trolls, who does find more as a kill. He survives all of that. Shutdown goes in. Slushy's full health going into the back line, looking for more bouncing bombs. Does find it onto Ackerman. Needs 1 more for the kill. Can he catch up is the question. Gonna be looking for the Satchel Charge into Flash. Shed Ultimate comes in onto Elise. He's gonna man drop away.
Oh my gosh.
So sneaky.
No Name, making a name for himself. Gets out alive, and of course, Ackerman, he split off in a totally another direction. He's like, peace.
That's a 2 for 2.
I'm out. But yeah, the nice comeback, taking down, I think it was Zhao and Moore died, and they traded that out for the deaths in the bottom lane. On Team 8.
There's Craigasms everywhere happening behind the studio.
I'm literally Kappa-ing so hard right now, I don't even know what to say. I don't. This is. I'm just gonna let the game speak for itself right now.
When he can't finish, you see him fail fish. But
every single game so far has been ridiculous between these two teams. It's kind of the titans of the League of Legends Challenger scene going head-to-head in a best-of-5. This isn't even the last game, EGAT. We've got so much more coming up. I'm pretty excited. There's a total of $20,000 prize pool on the line, and of course, some of it has gone over to the other players who have, or the other teams who have competed.
Oh, Descendants doesn't connect onto a target there. He's going to get stunned up. Moore is there. Can he find a 2-man Timbers? He does. It will be going out of Cali Trolls and Dodo 8. The bomb, though, coming in from Ziggs. Gonna hit 3 members. Moore gets chunked up. Ace in the Hole comes in. Gonna be that Wei Zhao blocking it up. While Trolls is taking up 4 members. And Ackerman in the back line does end up surviving. Spiderling chases him out, but not going to do enough damage to finish him off. And that'll be the 1 for none. But a huge amount of ultimates expended there. Gonna see if they can catch anybody else out while we have No Name going back to base. Man drop is available in a couple more seconds, so him and Ackerman will be going back, healing up, and looking to come in for the next fight. But the tier 2 turret does fall down bot. They throw a Lancer to pull everybody out, and at least they find some kind of major objective off that one down.
Guess what else is about to respawn there, you got?
Oh, wow, Dragon. It's like a perfect timing, but Baron. They do not have many
and they're man dropping on this. They know
no.
Team 8 are a little bit out of position.
Porpoise is so low.
Oh, man. Didn't have time to go back to base. That's the Pantheon power. You got so much mobility. He man dropped out to get alive, or to stay alive. And now he's man dropping back in, and this will be a free Baron for LMQ.
These are the smart Barons we talk about. There are the bad Barons, which we have plenty of. These are the rarely seen smart Barons where you're like, all right, we cleared out the wards, we pinked it, we know that we got him low, they just pushed to tier 2, they have to back. So now we secure this objective, we go back, heal up, and push down with it.
Great shot calling from both teams. The rotation mid for Team 8 to just use that pressure to take a second tier turret. That's great, but are 5 dragons greater than 1 Baron?
Well, if you add up the gold, technically.
I mean, technically, yes, but it's all about when you get them.
Yes.
LMQ have piled all of that gold and the strength into their Baron right now, and it's 34 minutes into the game. This is when it counts.
All right, so we'll see if Team 8 can hold off this push. They have to avoid spears. Spears are literally going to be what can end the game. and what can be the determining factor between just losing an inhibitor or just a turret. Because if Wei Zhao is on point with these spears and starts hitting them in the 5-man groups, we're going to see a very, very scared teammate.
All right, 35 minutes in, a Baron buff on LMQ. Red buff will actually go over this time to California Trolls. I think that's mostly just to help him be able to 1v1. And Maple Street already has a red buff, so
yep.
WTF 2 reds, they're both on there. Lichbane now completed for Dodo 8.
Those
and he actually,
autos.
He got Lichbane instead of a Zhonya's Hourglass or a Banshee's Veil, going all in on damage.
I feel like if he drops out his whole combo and it does connect, being the key point that it needs to connect, and auto attacks, he can one-shot more Vasily and Wei Zhao.
Oh, and even Ackerman only has that one magic resistance item.
It's still really hard.
Well, with a Void Staff as well, that's really going to go a long way to chunking him out. So tons of damage coming out from Dodo 8.
They can't push either. Look at the pressure from the mines to the bouncing bombs. They're going to try, but it's going to be very hard.
LMQ, they know what they have to LM do, but it death sentence over there. Nothing to go in.
Ooh, that spear. All right, we'll see while Wei Zhao, just has his nice position behind the turret there, throwing spears, laying traps, getting some vision, throwing out a spear there, hits the back minion, does get hooked up again.
Spear lands, and Moore is just like straight up flashing over that wall, or at least dropping the tippers over there.
That's a third in a row. Let's see if he can go for 4. Oh, no spear connecting. Moore gonna go in the back line here, gonna get the stun in onto Dodo. A spear finds its mark. While that pressure is exerted, we're gonna see the tier 2 go down in the bot lane. Spear comes out, they all dodge it. Now Inhibitor turret going to get pressured up in the mid lane.
Teammates are just trying to stall things out. They just want to keep this Baron buff from being as impactful as possible. They do lose their second tier turret in the bottom lane, but now they have to defend their base.
Ooh. Okay. So focusing on taking down those minions is what Slushi needs to do for the team. Needs to make sure spears don't connect from either side. But Cali Trolls, what are you doing? You're split pushing. He's taking down a tier 2 up top and making it a 6-5 in turret advantage for Team 8. Oh, the man drop. They're looking for the dive here. Pantheon going in. The 2-man Tibbers going in. They do the McHale's on the Slushi, keeping him alive. He's a priority target. Meanwhile, Porpoise doing a bunch of damage to Moore, finds the kill. The bomb comes through. No Name going to go down from Maple Street, finds the kill on that one. They're going to push out of the base. They flash. They cocoon. They use Ace in the hole, but Vasily is able to get out with that relentless pursuit. Meanwhile, they throw out spears, kite away. Trolls is there. He used the ultimate to come into the fight and keep his teammates alive. While the spear connects on from Maple Street, that is a sign that they need to back out and make sure that Vasily does not go forward. Descendant comes out, Taunt comes out as well. They do not find a mark to connect it. Wei Zhao gonna look for a spear here. Looks for Slushi. It does not connect there. He's gonna pounce forward, get the swipe. That did a ton of damage. Spear comes out, does even more damage. Cali Trolls has to be very careful.
This is gonna be a rough defense. Tanks and carries back in the fountain, and now pretty much only Dodo, who's going to be heading back as well.
That dive?
Needs to buy. I don't want to see LMQ push here. They've got a free push down bottom. They can just go and push the wave out. Blue buff's there as well. Both teams will back off safe and sound. No Name went way too aggressive in there. And to be honest, it was a nice save from California.
Are they going to catch him at blue? They're going to be spotted over the wards. They're going to look to go in. Spear comes out. Ace in the hole comes through. He's going to use a culling. We do have Renekton on the side. He does get the repel through. Cocoon comes out. It does connect on a Wei Zhao. But we're going to have a flash taunt coming, but there's no damage to follow up, so he just leaps away. Random's Omen. 2-man stun from Tibbers comes in. A nice death sentence over the wall to stop Ackerman for a little while. There is Slushi coming in. Spear coming in from downtown. Picks up the kill on Cali Trolls. The bomb from 6 is a bunch of damage. Will it force him to stop the demand drop in the back line? Vasily finds the kill on a Dodo 8. It will be Nonan taking down Slushi. That's going to be a 4 for none. They survive. And they look for the ace as Vasily dashes forward. He has one more auto attack. He has the passive prepped, and No Name will greet him. And that'll be the ace and the game possibly for LMQ.
This is game. You can't sustain off this.
Oh,
very low health from Ackerman and excuse me, from Moore as well. These games have been absolutely devastating, killing off my vocal cords as well. But I have to think that this is going to be game. You've got 30-second death timers on just about everyone.
Oh, man.
There's 15 seconds on Dodo and California Trolls, so they might be able to come back, but LMQ...
That's pretty much Pantheon pressure and Nidalee pressure. Nidalee needs to be taken out of this game. Nidalee needs to not be allowed to be picked from either side. And teammate, now they learned, ban Wei Zhao's Nidalee. This is the second time that it's been effective.
And the Nexus will fall. LMQ come back and will now take the lead in this best-of-5 series versus Team 8. And like you said, Nidalee, just an incredible champion on both sides of the map. And It's been given over twice now to Zhao Wei Zhao. LMQ did the respect ban on Kale after they lost to it in game 1. I feel like Teammate have to do the same thing in Italy.
So we're going to rest our vocal cords. We're going to get ready for game 4, excuse me, as it is 2-1 with LMQ now taking the lead. Will the people who predicted a 3-1 for LMQ come out ahead, or will the people who have hope in Teammate see it go to a game 5?
If you guys want to cast your votes, head on over to our Reddit thread or use the ! Straw poll command in chat. You can cast your vote on tonight's games. I'll go check that out, as well as if you guys have predictions or thoughts on tonight's games, make sure to head over to Twitter, tweet at NACL Esports, and use the hashtag NACL. Let us know what you thought about tonight's games. Also, if you guys want to tweet at us personally, you can see our Twitters up there maybe in just a second. There we go. Thank you very much. At RapidCasting, at EGAD, or Feed. We'd love to talk to you guys about tonight's games as well. It's been a long night, and about to get even longer. That's something I feel like we can all approve of. Coming up, Game 4, LMQ, Tienza, iBUYPOWER, taking on Team 8. We'll have that game and a whole lot more coming your way after a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Craig Haslam.